Hi, Jeremy Pang from School of Wok. We're in Covent Garden, London. Beautiful new kitchen, ready to cook some Szechuan style aubergine or eggplant. This recipe is from my first book, Chinese Unchopped, and it's a really popular recipe because it's really hard to know how to cook aubergine properly. Sometimes it's overcooked, other times it's too greasy. I'm going to show you the tricks of the trade. So this here is a Chinese aubergine. Doesn't taste any different, similar sort of texture, slightly firmer. I'm just going to slice that through. Cut it in half. And then in good size sort of chunks. Now you could salt the aubergine and just put in some salted water, but actually I'm going to cook this straight away. And this is the trick to making your aubergine not over greased and make sure that it cooks through really nicely. It's almost like searing a piece of meat. So I'm going to sear your aubergine like cooking a steak. Coriander for later. Just roughly chopped. Don't over chop your coriander. You don't want to bruise it. Next up, your sliced aubergine. Before it starts browning, I'm going to get a little bit of oil onto it. About a tablespoon of oil, just so you can sort of massage that around each piece. It's kind of like marinating your aubergine in that light vegetable oil. So when I sear it, I don't need any oil in the pan at all. And that'll stop it from getting over greasy. You want to get your frying pan to a high heat first, and then we're going to bring it down once it starts to cook. It's almost like charring the outside of the aubergine. This is actually a Persian cooking technique for Persian stews. My mum cooks it this way, I cook aubergine from her the same way, and it just comes out perfectly cooked. So it's starting to smoke a little, just bring the heat down. Sear both sides. This will take about 5 to 10 minutes to get through all this aubergine. Don't overload your pan. You want each piece to get a nice charred colour. So whilst you're charring your aubergine, I'm going to make your sauce. Really, really simple. Chinese sauces, we get jarred sauces, but we don't pour the whole jar in. It's all about understanding quantities. So I'm going to start with a chili bean sauce. Essentially like a chili garlic fermented broad bean paste. I'm going to go for about half a teaspoon or so of that. If you want it spicier, go for more. Next up, we want to balance out your sweet and salty. So sweetness is going to come from hoisin sauce. You'll know this from duck and pancakes, dishes like that. Really nice and sweet and thick. Your hoisin sauce, 1 tablespoon of that, a tablespoon of light soya sauce for saltiness, and then we're going to balance that out with a slight bit of rice vinegar too. And that should just give it a sweet sour finish. Sugar to accentuate the sweetness of the hoisin sauce. 2 teaspoons. To give that a good mixture, you'll see that this sauce is actually quite sort of maroon red at the moment. If you want to deepen that colour, then a little dash of dark soy sauce, because it's further caramelised, will help deepen that red. So just a dash. And you'll see straight away that colour changes almost to the colour of my red bowl. All we need to do then is when we're cooking, caramelise that through and then top it up with water. Yeah, good colour there. Slightly charred on one side. Give it a turn. So you'll see the aubergine, beautiful colour of that Chinese aubergine. I just love that bright purple. If I push into it, that's pretty much just over half cooked already. Softened up completely. That means the moisture from the aubergine is really cooking it through nicely. Right, from here on in, it's really easy. I've got my sauce ready. I've got some finely chopped garlic and some chili. I'm not going to pour all that garlic in, don't worry. About a teaspoon or so of garlic can go into there. Your chili, if you want to add more chili again, up to you. Everyone's got their personal tastes. Red-eye chili. If you feel like you need a little bit of oil at this time, just to cook that garlic through, just put it over the garlic, not too much. So you can see I've barely used any oil in this dish at all, and I'm cooking aubergine. But you can see how that sheen that the aubergine's taken up from that small little bit of oil. That chili's going straight up my nose. So whilst that's happening, I'm going to go straight in with the sauce. And you do want to caramelize your sauce before you put any water in. That will make a big difference to the finish of this dish. Smells amazing. So that's really caramelizing through, and you want it to bubble up vigorously before we add any water. Once that sauce is sticking around every piece of aubergine, that's when we add your water just to top up and finish off that cooking process. You want to cover the aubergine in water and then bring that to a boil. So once that sauce is vigorously boiling, let that go for about 10 minutes. It will reduce right down, and once it starts to thicken up again and get a bit stickier, it's ready. So that's at about 10 minutes, and you can see the texture of that sauce is just getting sticky again from that sugar and the hoisin sauce. That aubergine there is really nice and soft now, but still got that meaty sort of texture. That's ready to serve. Smells delicious. Honestly, this is one of my favourite dishes. Great with some rice on the side, some fresh veg, coriander. Works really well with the spiciness of the chili. See how soft that is. Really tasty. Got a nice balance, slightly spicy, sweet from the hoisin, slight saltiness, and you can't even taste the vinegar. It's just there to balance the flavour. So, your Szechuan style aubergine or eggplant. If you like the cleaver I was using, click the link to go to the School of Wok shop.